Salaki. Alright, shalom, shalom. This is Brother Nasi. Come back at you in another video. But before anything, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash, the Thamashanaka Balas Kom Shashara. Let's give the honor to the elders of Israel, which are the elders of James, who teach well. And Wa Shalom, Abubakar Shashara, peace, blessed, elect of Israel. Alright, so, I was reading, and I just basically want to deal with this little verse, and, let the Spirit flow, let a couple precepts come. And go into it a little bit. I don't really want to take too much time on it. I'm kind of pressed for time a little bit. So I'm going to just go ahead and lay it down. This is Lamentations 2 and verse 15. All right. It says, all that pass by clap their hands at thee. All right. They hiss and wag their head at the daughter of Jerusalem. All right. So you look at this and you go into someone clapping and basically what wagging their heads. It goes to, in a form of basically humiliate someone, all right? It says, of Jerusalem, all right? So what? They humiliated us, all right? It says, saying, is this the city that men call the perfection of beauty? All right, because what? We know that what? Israel, all right, is basically what? The chosen of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, all right? You see? But it's telling you right here, the heathen, they got hold of us, all right, because of our wickedness. We know what our wickedness and the things that we've done, all right, for us to basically receive this punishment and be thrown into captivity. But it's telling you that what? They basically made a mockery of us, all right, and by that, them making that mockery of us, the scriptures say that what? The Lord was just a little displeased. He was just a little angry with us, but the heathen helped for the affliction. You see, so with that being said, the Lord is basically going to return this humiliation upon their heads, all right? The same humiliation that they put before us is what the Lord is going to basically put on them, all right? It says, but this is basically just showing how the heathens and the other nations look at Israel, man. This is how they look at us, man. You look at Jake on TV and how Jake living in America and the things that they're doing, man. They're looking at us like is this the so chosen of the Lord, man? You see? And this another reason of why, the world might have believed that Esau, Edom is the chosen of the Most High. The world is into believing that those gutter rats that are in our land are the real Jews, which are not, man. All right, you see, because the scriptures tell you, all right, that what? I know of them that say they are Jews and do lie, man, which are the synagogues of Satan, just for paraphrasing scripture. It says, all that pass by, clap and read again, this is Lamentations 2 and 15. All that pass by, clap their hands at thee. They hiss and wag their heads at the daughter of Jerusalem, saying, is this the city that men shall, so like this the city that men call the perfection of beauty, the joy of the whole earth? It says, all thine enemies had opened their mouth against thee. You see, all of our enemies, man. You see, everybody had partaken in what I'm gonna say this, everybody had their hands in the cookie jar, man. All right, everybody had their hands in the spoils, man. All right. Matter of fact, let me get a precept for that. This is get an apocrypha. What that is, First Maccabees 2. This is First Maccabees 2, and I'm gonna jump back to that lamentation. So this First Maccabees 2 and verse 10. It says, what nation had not had a part in her kingdom? You see, and gotten of her spoils, man. It's talking about Israel. You see, what nation had not basically took part in her kingdom and had us, man. Got partakers and basically trodden us down under their foot, man. It says, all her ornaments are taken away of a free woman. We were no longer free. You see? It says, she has become a born slave, man. A homeborn slave, man. A born slave. Bounded up. You see, and that's a good point, because when you reading the curses, the scriptures tell you, the Lord told us what? I will bring thee into Egypt again. You see, when you went to Egypt basically means bondage or slavery, man. But he said that what? The whole point of me quoting this is because he told us that what? We will be sold into our enemies for born man and born woman. And no man will buy us. And that buy was basically going to save or redeem. You see? That Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King, all of these so-say black figures, and now I'm thinking about this so-say Black History Month. You look at this, all of those black figures that, so to say, did anything to get us free, They didn't do anything, man. You see, because the prophecies in the scripture said they wouldn't do anything, man. All right, we're not free. You see, and that's the illusion in the thing with Jake in America, man. You're believing you're free because you can work an 8, 9 to 10 job, man. You know what I'm saying? You get a couple hours at a job site, they give you throw you a little couple dollars, throwing you crumbs, man. You see, it's like Lazarus and the rich man. We're sitting under that table eating up the crumbs, man. You see, but Jake like to say that they're free. You're not free, man. It's just an illusion of freedom. You see? And it's just crazy, man. You look at, they out here talking about Black history and they did this and they fought for us to get freedom and all this shit, bro. We're not free. When he passed that Emancipation Proclamation, when you really do when you do your search and you look into the word emancipate, it basically means to switch hands over, man. You see, all they did was took us off the plantations and put us under their government, man. You see, and we're still serving. People don't understand. As long as you're known by a number, when you go to the jail system, you see, and matter of fact, that's another thing, because the scriptures tell you that this is a people that is robbed and spoiled and hid in prison houses, man. Just for paraphrasing the scriptures, man. You see? So what, when you go to the prison houses and you look, matter of fact, when you go into the calculations of who makes up the prison, it's blacks, man. Blacks and Latinos make up the prison, man. You see? Which are who? Israelites, man. You see, we're the main target. We're the main focus. When cops need to reach their quota, who they're getting, they're coming to get Jake, man. You see? When they need to come down and enforce the microchip and enforce their vaccines, who they're coming down on first, man? Jake, man. They're coming down on Israel. This is the Lord's movement. This is who it's about. It's about him and what his elect in Israel, man. You see? So what we're going to be, you know, we're the main topic here. You see? What's the main topic in America? What's the main fight right now? It's still that equality for black shit. So how the hell are we free if we still fighting the same fight that Martin Luther King and them was fighting decades ago? You know, so how are we free? You know, it's just, you know, just thoughts, man. You know, and people like to, you know, it's just weird, bro. Jake's stupid. The scriptures tell you that my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, man. This is a backwards generation, man. These people are with non-faith and non-understanding. You see, you put it, in matter of fact, it was actually like a little cartoon snippet where a little dude was basically going at it with the slave owner. Yeah, he was going at it with the slave owner. He was telling, because the slave owner brought another slave owner to his plantation and had him give a speech to the slaves. And it's a video. I'm gonna have to find it. If I find it, I'm gonna do a video on it. But he let them give a speech to the slaves and made them think that they were free. Made them say, well, y'all make the rules, you know, certain shit like that. But he was still beating their ass, you know what I'm saying? He just basically took it and basically tried to make it seem like life now. He took it, they were still on plantations, and he told them, y'all was free to leave, y'all was free to go and do whatever y'all want to do. But where the hell they was gonna go? It's the same thing now. If they gave Jake where Jake gonna go? You still black. Everywhere you go, you're a byword and a proverb. You're hated. You can go overseas. You can go wherever you want to go. Them curses is on you. They're going to follow you, man. So you can't run from your captivity. You can't run from this punishment, man. You see, but he basically was saying that he basically gave them the illusion of freedom, you know, and this is how they carried out their way to the modern day slavery, man. You see, they carried out their way, and Willie Lynch even went into this thing, man. You see, but it was a young dude, and he was catching on to the bullshit. You see, and you could reference the young dude to the elect, to the men of the Lord, actually. You see, he was catching on to the bullshit, and he was speaking against them, prophesying against them, talking against them, trying to warn the people. But guess what? The people was against him. Even his family was looking at him sideways, you see, because they wasn't catching the message. They wasn't catching on what was really going on. But the little guy was actually letting them know that, man, we're still slaves. This is no different. You still beat us. You still kill us. You still do this. You still do that. You know, and at the end of the story, you know, the long story short, they killed the little dude, man. But it's just to show how stupid and docile our people is, man. You tell Jake anything, you give Jake a lollipop, he think you your friend. He think you his friend, man. You see? But it tells you, it says, back in the First Maccabees 2 and verse 2, it says, and behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it, man. You see, they've profaned everything. It says, to what end, therefore, shall we live any longer? You see? I think that was really the point. Yeah, that was really the point, because it was going into us basically being no longer a free woman. You see, because the Lord likens Israel into, a woman. It says it's when they say like she, her, you know what I'm saying? It says same thing with like Babylon, the whore and things like that. It says what nation had not had a part in her kingdom, verse 10. It says, and gotten of her spoils. Everyone had their hands in the cookie jar and gotten of our spoils, man. All right. Everyone has their fair share. And that's why the Lord tells you that he's going to destroy the destroyer of his heritage, man. All right. Which is, everyone had a part and everyone is the destroyer of the heritage. But what? Esau Edom is the top. Esau Edom is the head of the destroyer of the heritage of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You see, and they destroyed our heritage. And matter of fact, I'm going to jump back to Lamentations 2 because it's going to go into that. I'm going to get a couple precepts showing how they basically proved that Esau Edom destroyed our heritage. You see, in that what? We're going to get and show that what the Lord is going to do the same to them, man. All right. It says the humiliation in verse 16. So back in Lamentations 2, it says, I'm going to start at, no, Salahi, that was, humiliation was in 15. So I'm in 16 now. All right. It says, all thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. You see, all of them opened their mouth against us, man. All right. It says they hiss and gnash their teeth. They say we have swallowed her up, man. You see how they swallowed us up, man. You see, the scriptures tell you that what my people have gone away backwards. Even yourself, he told Jeremiah, even you shall discontinue from your heritage, man. You see, they swallowed us up. That's why the scriptures tell you that what Jeremiah paraphrasing. They say that what hell hath enlarged herself, man. You see, hell is what our captivity. You see, but it's telling you when they say hell hath enlarged herself, is basically the more our people don't know who they are. You see, they're in captivity. They're slaves, man. They're still bounded to think in a certain way. You see, this captivity, man. You see, it says what and it went by it being enlarged. It tell you they swallowed us up. All our people, a great multitude of our people, man. You see, is basically still in that sunken place, man. You see, it says have swallowed her up. They're still on the inside. They're still in the belly, man. You see, it says certainly this is the day that we looked for. You see, so they looked for it. They waited for it, man. They waited and was waiting for them to get their fair share on Israel, man. It says we have found. We have seen it. You see, we have seen that time, man. This is what they've been waiting for, and that's why the scriptures tell you that what it was. It say that they waited. It say that this is the time. Oh yeah. All right, it came back to me. I'm about to get it right here. I'm gonna keep that right there. I'm gonna keep that. This is it say that they waited for it, so they knew. You know what I'm saying? And this also shows that they know that we're Israel. They know why we came into captivity. They know, and they also know. This is their fair share, man. You see? And that's why they're going to come down hard. That's why they're going to do their agendas. And with their agendas, they're going to try and, cause a massacre against our people, man. All right? This is Ezekiel 39 and, let me see. I'm going to read 21. All right, it says, and I will set my glory among the heathen. So it's basically showing that what the Lord is using the heathen, man. All right. He said, I will set my glory among the heathen. He gave them that power to basically be that whipping stick to Israel. All right. It says, and all the heathen shall see my judgment. You see, all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed. You see, the judgment that he have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel, you see, because what? When you go into, I don't want to, not to, backtrack, but it say that it's going into, it says that all the heathen shall see my judgment. They're going to see the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushua upon his people, man. You see, it said that what? He said his glory among the heathen, man. All right. It says what? It says in my hand that I have laid upon them. You see? So the house of Israel shall know that I am the Lord, the power from that day and forward, man. And you see that phrase right there all throughout the scriptures, man. Anytime the Lord did something for Israel, as far as delivering them, or anytime that he put them in captivity, just to deliver them, to show the Lord was always in in a stage of basically showing something to us, man. You see, but this time when he come and do it and his name is magnified, like the scriptures say, all right, it won't be no more going off. You're going to know who the true power is. And that's another thing, you know, when the Lord comes with his power and his chariots, you see like a whirlwind and coming to basically deliver, the heathen is going to know. They're going to know, man. All right, when they start seeing these, they see it now. All these chariot sightings, they know that the Lord is coming, man. All right. It's like the chariots popping up. It's like, even the men of the Lord, I'm going to say a warning. It's a warning to let you know I'm coming. You see, the Lord even said, man, give them warning from me, man. Let them know I'm coming, man. You see, and that's why he raised up his men. All right, his men are out on highways and byways prophesying, and not these fake-ass pastors that's on Instagram walking on water and shit, man, portraying that they'll, you know. And I just watched a video of a phony-ass pastor just speaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, why you not, you know, you're not speaking prophecy. You're not speaking according to the wisdom knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You see? But it says, and the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. You see? So what? The heathen know that what? We went into captivity for what? For us going against Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, like I quoted that Deuteronomy earlier, man. When you read it, the Lord tell you what, when you read down to verse 15, the curses start. He tell you, he say, shit, if you don't do these things which I command you this day, shit, all these troubles gonna come before you, man. All right? And all of those troubles match up with us, man. All right, so you tell me who we are. All right? It says, and the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against him. So the heathen know. It just told you, we just read in Lamentations, this is the time that we waited for, man. You see? How many of y'all people know that they're Israelites, man? You see, it's a great number of people waking up now, but before that, you know, and even it's a lot of Jake that don't know, man. You see, and and it's like they know or they just shunning it away, man. All right, well, it's like it's either they don't know or they're shunning it away. All right, it says, passed against me, therefore I hid my face from them and gave them into the hand of their enemies. He gave us into what? The hand of our enemies, man. So fell they all by the sword, and we fell by the sword, man. You see, because what? We went against our power, and what? The Lord sent us amongst the heathen, man. You see? And you know how Israel do, man. When you read the book of Psalms, it tell you that what they mingled amongst the heathen and learned their ways and did all kind of wickedness, man. All right. It says, let me see. I'm gonna read 24. It says, according to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. See, it was a point in time when the Lord hid his face from us, man. You see, but what? He had that set time to where what? His men were going to come out, man. You see, he had a set time to where that word was, he was going to give that word. You see, before that coming of the day, before the coming of the Lord, he was going to send that messenger with his word, man, and it was going to trickle on down, man. And you see the effect now. You see it now. The scriptures tell you that I was going to, the Lord said, I'm going to, what did it say, build an altar in the midst of thee. You see, that altar is what? These different camps, man. You got brothers set up everywhere, man. That's altars of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. All right. It says, according to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Therefore, thus said the Lord power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the house of Israel. And I will be jealous. And yeah, I will be jealous for my holy name. You see, after that, they have borne their shame and all their transgression whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwell safely in their land and none made them afraid. You see, when I have brought them again from the people, gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations. See, so it's not just basically going into, you know, the way we went off and after the things that the Lord did for us, man. You see? So Israel was always in a stage of, you know, Jake was wicked, man. Jake was wicked as hell, man. You read Isaiah 1 and 2, it tell you how Jake liked to do wickedness and already had a sacrifice prepared just for them to go do what they got to do to get forgiveness. See, and the Lord was like, man, fuck that shit, man. Who told you to tread these courts? But, you know, back in the Lamentations, you know, because it was just basically going into showing how wicked our people were, man. All right. And basically showing that what? We went into captivity. And this is how they were able to basically clap their hands and gnash their teeth at us, man, and kill us, man, and do the things that they're doing to us, man. All right, which ultimately also proves and shows that we're Israel, man. All right, we are who we truly believe that we are, man. You see, because it said that what they swallowed us up and gnashed their teeth at us. It says, verse 16. It says, all thine enemies have opened their mouth against thee. They hiss and gnash their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. And certainly this is the day that we looked for. We have found. You see, we have seen it, man. You see, I'm going to read 17 where it says, the Lord had done that which he had devised. He had fulfilled his word that he had commanded in the days of old. You see, in the day, you see, it says he had thrown down and had not pity, and he had caused our enemy to rejoice over thee, man. You see, so what? They're rejoicing over us, man, clapping their hands, having a good time at the way that they got us, man. You see, but the Lord is soon to return, man. Sooner than you believe, sooner than you think, man. It says, and had not pitied. It says, call thy enemy to rejoice over thee. It says, he has set up the horn of thine adversaries, man. The power. You see, he set up the power of our adversaries, man. That's the thing. The scriptures tell you that what? The kingdom of men belongs to Yahbashim Yahushua, man. You see, this is not of, of man's doings, man. You see, and this is another precept I have wanted to get real quick, because it said they clap their hands, they laugh, they're happy, man. That's why the scriptures say that all that say aha. This is Psalm 70 and I'm gonna start with verse 1. Make haste, O Lord. It says to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. You see, so what? Esau, Edom, and they're coming up against the men of the Lord. You see, and coming up against the elect of Yahbashim Yahshua, Lord will not be of their number. You see, it said that what? Let them be ashamed and confounded, man. They're going to be ashamed. They're going to be confused like a motherfucker when they see the strangeness. Matter of fact, I'm going to get that. The scriptures say when they see the strangeness of his salvation, I'm going to get that. Wisdom of Solomon 5. All right, so I'm going to keep going. It says, make not haste, O Lord, to deliver me. Make haste to help me, O Lord. Let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul, man. You see, Esau, Edom is what? Seeking after our souls, man. And the scriptures tell you that let me see, hold on, Salaki. Let me see if it's right here. Let me see. It should be 73. It's 73. All right, let me read this again. It says, let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backwards and put confusion that desire my hurt, man. You see, so they're going to be ashamed and be confused. You see, when they come, when the scripture say the enemy coming in like a flood and the Lord shall lift up a standard, they're going to be confused like a motherfucker, man. You see, the scriptures tell you that what? Just paraphrasing to say that what the expectations of the wicked shall perish, man. The things that they're expecting to do, the way that they're expecting to come upon, Jake, man. You see, the Lord is not going to just let you just have your way and just do whatever, man. The scriptures say that the Lord is coming to defend Jerusalem and avenge us, man. You see, it says, let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. They're seeking after our lives, man. And who else? Who you just look in the streets, man? How we was going into earlier Black History and Jake, and showing that who Israel is. Who else life is basically suck after for in the land, man? You see, who else have a hard time when they leave their house, man? Matter of fact, I'm going to read that. It made me go back to this. This is Psalm 73, and I'm going to jump back to 70. It says, I'm going to start at verse 1. Truly the Most High is good to Israel, even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. You see, sometimes, you see Jake with all his money and, not to go off on nothing, not to go off the point or nothing, but when you see Jake, sometimes you be like, damn, this nigga got all that money. But the scriptures tell you to basically envy not at sinners and what they have. Just paraphrasing to say, because not how he got it, and not what his end shall be. Just paraphrasing scripture. It says, for there are no bands in their debt. That made me think. No, it say that for there are no bands in their debt. That made me think about Jay be having all these bands, all this money. It say that shit. They ain't gonna be with him in their debt. That's what in my head. But it say but their strength is firm. Their strength is firm. It says they are not in trouble as other men. And it's the thing going into what the rich, man. When I was going into what Edom, how we are in the streets, man. All right, in America, it says they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. You see? So what? We are in trouble every day. When we walk in the streets, when you leave your house, man, you're in trouble. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get that. Let me see. There's a lot of scriptures hitting my head, so locking. Let me see. See if I can find it. I know it's an apocryphal. Come on. No, not Maccabees. Come on, where that scripture at, man? Oh, Salaki, bear with me. Battlements. They tell you that we on a, I'm gonna type in battlements. Battlements. No, that shit ain't pop up. Damn, Salaki, it tell you that we on a, it tell you that we on a battlements. I'm gonna type in, let me see, battle city. It tell you that we're in the battlements of the city. Damn, I can't find it, Salakia. Oh, got it. Whoo, Spirit got it. All right, this is Sirach 9-13. All right. Man, why ain't think about that? Because it said, keep thee far from a man that had the power to kill. Yeah, it's 9. All right. Yeah. Salaki, it says, let me see. This is Sirach 9 and verse. I'm going to start at 11 because it's going to go into what it just said about envious of the wicked. It says, envy not the glory of a sinner. This is what I quoted. It says, for thou knowest not what shall be his end. You see, envy not the glory and the things that they have, that the wicked have on this side, man. You see, because you don't know what his end is going to be. You see, which we do know the end and what's going to come towards America and towards the wicked and towards the rich. You see, in which I'm going to get a precept in that. It's in the book of Job 27. All right, it says, delight not in the things that the ungodly have pleasure in. Delight not in these things. They have pleasure in ungodliness and wickedness. It says, but remember, they shall not go unpunished unto their grave. You see, unto their grave, as long as they live, man, they will not go unpunished, man. All right. It says, keep thee far from the man that hath the power to kill. Who has the power to kill? Esau, Edom, man. You see, the rich. You see, the proud. You see, because the scriptures tell you that, what is that? And back in 73, it says, they are not in trouble as other men, but we are, man. It's going to get it to it. It says, so shalt thou not doubt the fear of death. And if thou come unto him, make no fault, lest he take away thy life presently, man. And you know that Esau, Edom, he loved blood, man. He don't care to shed your blood, man. He don't care to take your life, man. You see, so it say, keep far from him, man. It says, remember that thou goest in the midst of snares. It's snares and traps in this world that is laid before us. And this also goes back to what Lamentations, where it said that we have swallowed her up, man. You see, they lay snares and traps before our people, man, ready to catch us up, ready to catch us, man, and kill us, man. It says, and thou walkest upon the battlements of the city, man. So when you leave your house, man, when you wake up in the morning, man, like you being an Israelite and you're Jake, man, you're in trouble of other men, but they are not, man. You see, we walk in the battlements of the city, man. You see, and it's the same thing with the curses, man. How the curses said that curse out thou be in the city, man. Different paraphrasing scripture. All right, every day is a fight. Every day is a battle, man. You can't go a certain distance with a hood on your head because you black, man. You see, but this is just showing, what our enemies do to us and who we are, man. All right, it says, they are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. When you say when it goes to neither are they plagued like other men, you look at our people, you see, we can't eat certain shit. We can't do certain shit, and we get sick. They die. Jake die easy, It says, let Let me see. Oh damn, I lost my place. Plague this other man. Where is it? All right. It says, therefore pride compasses them about as a chain. You see, so they wear that pride, man. That pride is a prideful motherfuckers, man. You see? All right. It says, violence covered them as a garment. They wear, that's all they're about, man. Pride. And you know it's talking about Esau, Edom, man. Who's the proudest of them all? Esau, man. Who's the violent one? Esau, Edom is the violent, man. And he spread his violence, man, all throughout the land. All right. It's because, it's a precept in Nahum. It says, they are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak lawfully. They set their mouth against the heavens, and their tongue walketh through the earth, man. And this is talking of Edom. This is what they do. Therefore, his people return hither, and the waters of the full cup are wrung out to them. You see, so they're going to have to drink of that cup, man. The indignation of Yahweh Shema Shah. And it says, and they say, how doth the Most High know? It says, and is there knowledge in the Most High? You see, and this is them lofting and speaking against Yahweh Shema Shah, man. You see, that's that pride, man. As the Lord tell you, he's going to break the scripture of the rulers, and the pride is going to be brought low to the grave, man. All right. So back in Psalms 70, it was a point that I wanted to get. All right. It says, let them, verse 2, it says, let them be ashamed and confounded that seek after my soul. Let them be turned backwards and put to confusion that desire my hurt. Let them be turned back for a reward of their shame that say, aha. You see, I wanted to what? They're clapping their hands and saying, aha, man. They're happy. They're laughing at us, man. You see, going back to that Lamentations, man. And it said, what, it says, let them be turned back for a reward, man. You see, all these things are going to be turned upon their own heads, man. All right. Let me see. Matter of fact, I'm going to type this up. Real quick. I know it's in Proverbs. Let me see. No, Psalms, Salaki. This is Psalms 91 and 8. I'm going to do a quick view real quick because there's a couple precepts I'm going to get out of this. All right, so this is Psalms 91 and 7. It says, 1,000 shall fall at thy side and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. You see, so what? The destruction of things that are come, it's not going to come towards those who fear Yahweh Shem Yahushua now. You see, those that have that hedge around about them, Lord willing, that have, we build that number. It tell you that what shall no plague come nigh thy dwelling. No evil shall befall thee or touch thee. It's just basically showing that what the Lord is want to protect us in these times, man. All right. It says, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. All of these things is the reward of the wicked. We just read that what? Their reward is going to return unto them, man. You see, when you read in the scriptures, it tell you that death, bloodshed, famine, plague, pestilence, all of these things is created for the wicked, man. All right. You see, so this is going to be their reward, and this is going to return upon them. Oh, I left it, Salaki. All right. This is Proverbs 11 and 18. It says, the wicked worketh a deceitful work, but to him that soweth righteousness shall be a sure reward. We're going to receive a sure reward, man. A righteous reward. All right. But the wicked that do deceitful work, all right, that it's going to be the other way around for them, man. All right. I'm just reading some precepts that popped up on here. It says, let me see. Oh, this is a good one. This is Proverbs 24:20. It says, for there shall be no reward to the evil man. And that reward is talking about a sure reward, a positive or righteous reward. All right. It says, the candle of the wicked shall be put out. That light, man. That light is basically going to be what? Put it out. It's going to be what? Complete darkness, anguish, and troublesome moments, because the scriptures tell you that terrors, great terrors compass about them, man. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. It tell you that great terrors compass about the wicked. Let me see. Slovakia. What precept that? This is matter of fact, I'm gonna read this. Here you go. This is Job 27, because I said I was gonna get it earlier. This is Job 27:19. The rich man shall lie down, all right, but he shall not be gathered. Who's the rich? We just read about who's the rich. Esau, Edom is what? The rich man. You see, it says, the rich man lie down, but he shall not be gathered. He openeth his eyes, and he is not. Terrors take, this is what I'm talking about, great terrors compassion, but it says terrors take hold of him as waters. It says him as waters. A tempest stealeth him away in the night, man. You see? Because what the scripture's saying, the Lord is going to come like a thief in the night, man. And he's going to take him, man. Because the scriptures say that what their riches and everything is just going to flow away. You know? It says the east wind carried him away, man. Because the scriptures say what? The Lord is going to come from the east to the west, man. Like lightning, man. You see, it's going to do what? Still it him. It says it's going to what? Carry him away, that wind, man. You see, the scriptures say that the wicked, it tell you in the book of Proverbs 8, I believe it's Proverbs 8, it tell you that they're going to be as the chaff, man. It say when the wind blows, it's going to take them. You see? Because this place is going to be destroyed by ICBM missiles, nuclear fire, man. You see, and the Lord is going to come with that power, man, his indignation. All right? It says, carried him away, and he is departed as a storm hurleth him out of his place. A storm is coming. You see? And it's like, you have like, what they call it? The niggas that tell the weather. They, before a storm comes, they're warning you and telling you, you need to evacuate. The storm is coming. You see, the men of the Lord are those men that are on that high tower that will not hold their peace or hold their tongue. We letting you know, man, a storm coming. Y'all better get ready. Brace yourself for impact, man. All right. It says, storm hurleth him out of his place. For the Most High shall cast upon him and not spare. The Lord is not going to spare you, man, because of all of your wickedness and the things that you've done and prescribed throughout the earth, man. He will fain flee out of his hand. Men shall clap their hands at him. You see, so the same way you clapped your hands and you said, aha, point your finger, wagging your head, you know, that humiliation that we read about earlier and spoke about, that same humiliation is going to return upon you. It says, and shall hiss him out of his place, man. You see, so you're going to be removed out of your place, man. And everything that you've done, you see, and everything that you've put off is basically going to return before you, man. All right. This is matter of fact, let me get this. This is Ezekiel 25 in verse 6. It says, for thus said the Lord, power be, because it's going to start talking about Moab and they ass, because y'all going to get it too. Basically also showing that what? All nations had a part, man. It says, for thus said the Lord, power, because thou hast clapped thine hands and stamped their feet with their feet and rejoiced in heart with all thy despite against the land of Israel. So just because you were happy, you were glad, you know, you drunk wine and you clapped your hands and stomped your feet and did dances and was in merry and mirth because of your doings against Israel. Behold, therefore I will, because you look at it, you know, you watch movies and you just know that when the black guys killed in the streets or anything, captivity, whenever they did whatever they did, they sat down, kicked their feet up with beer, slapped bottles, you know, pouring it up to each other, man. It says, behold, therefore I will stretch out my hand upon thee and will deliver thee for a spoil to the heathen, man. You see, deliver ye as a spoil, man. The scriptures tell you that that he's going to make Esau Edom what? The least of the heathen, man. You see, it made a spoil, man. Everyone is going to come against this place, man, and shoot their arrows at her, man. You see, but not only that, the scriptures tell you that what it say that they dwelt treacherously when they were not dealt treacherously with. I can't really remember, but just rough paraphrasing, that's what it say. You know, it's a precept for this going into this, man. Salakia, but it says, and I will cut thee off from the people, and I will cause thee to perish out of the countries. You see, because this place is going to be desolation. This place is going to perish, man. All right. It says, and I will destroy thee, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, man. You see, so it's going to be known who Yahweh Shem Yahushai is, man. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai is basically going to get what? The glory. All right. Let me get another precept. I'm gonna get this, probably gonna be the last one. I'm gonna end it off with this. Let me see. This is Salakia. Hold on. All right, this is Nahum 3:19. There is no healing of thy bruise. Thy wound is grievous. You see? All that hear the bruit of thee clap their hands over thee, for upon whom had not thy wickedness passed continually. You see, because when you read up and you go into this, it basically shows how the wickedness of Esau, Edom, how they go everywhere and do all of their wickedness, man. You see, and just scatter it and just come upon everybody and just be the big bully, man. You see, but what? You're going to be wounded, man. And your daily wound will not be healed, man. All right? They tell you, so whom have your wickedness not compassed about or came against, man? See, so the Lord is going to deal with you, man, because of your doings, man, in the earth, man. It's kind of like, you know, when you go into the scripture and you go into death and understand how death works, when you go into the spiritual realm, you're going to be read and showed everything that you've done, whether it was good or bad, man. You see? Matter of fact, I said I was going to get that precept in Wisdom of Solomon. Salakia, I sure didn't read it. Let me get it. Because it was going into the strangeness. Wisdom of Solomon 5. All right, so this was Solomon 5:1. It says, then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him. You see, so we were just reading about how they won't get it. I still got it. I'm still right here. 70. I say they're gonna be turned back and put to confusion that desire my hurt. And Psalm 70. All right. It says, afflicted him and made no account of his labors. See, they make no account of the things that the men of the Lord are doing. They think that is all in vain and is for nothing. It says, when they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. When they see the salvation, they see what the Lord coming to deliver, man. They're going to be in great fear, man, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. You see, that's going to be strange to them, seeing the chariots, you know, and that's strange now. They fear now when they see chariots. You watch videos when they see chariots, Jacob, people losing their shit. There's one video he was like, y'all need to be shooting that. You know, they scared, man. You see? But it's going to be, they're going to be amazed like, what? It says, of his salvation. So it's going to be known that a heavenly host had delivered. It says, so far beyond all that they looked for. This is the last thing that they expected to happen, man. They weren't expecting this to come and happen just like this, man. In the way that it's going to happen. It says, for they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit. It's going to be too late. You see? It says, in anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision and proverb and reproach. So they're going to look and say, is this the man that we counted as nothing, looked upon that you was an idiot, scoffing against you, calling you crazy? You know, it says, we fools, they're going to call themselves fools, man. Accounted his life madness, and his end is without his end to be without honor, man. And that's how they looked upon us, man, that our lives are madness and accountable for nothing. Even our families, man, our families look at us like we're just losers and like that, as if there were a shame, you know, because of what? This gospel, man. When you read Romans 11, the scriptures tell you concerning this gospels, they are enemies for your sake, to let you know, man, you're doing right, man. Keep going, man. All right. Ooh, a precept just hit my head. I was finna end it, Salakia. But Baruch, yep, Baruch 4, getting on Edom ass. Cause it said that it's gonna surely what we see. What that is. Salakia. Let me see. I know it say my delicate ones. Going rough ways. I know what it say. 4:26. This is Baruch 4:25. All right. So this is Baruch 4:25. This is gonna be the last one, I promise. It said, His spirit said the same. It says, my children, suffer patiently the wrath that is come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy had persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction, man. See, the things that they done upon us, the Lord said, suffer patiently, just wait, And that's the thing that we have to also, conquer, and come to grips with is being patient, man. You see, it says, my children, suffer. We're suffering here, man. It says patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High, man. So this is all from the Lord, man. All right. It says, for thine enemy hath persecuted thee, but surely thou shalt see his destruction and shalt tread upon his neck. So it's going to return upon your head, man. You see? It says, my delicate ones have gone rough ways. We are the delicate ones of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. It says, and were taken away as a flock caught by the enemies. You see? Be of good comfort, O my children, and cry unto the Most High, man. The Lord wants you to call upon him. It says, for you shall be remembered of him that brought these things upon you, man. If you cry unto those that seek after Yahweh Shem Yahushua and cry out to the Lord, it said, what? You're going to be remembered, man. It says, for as it was your mind to go astray from the Most High, so being returned, seek him 10 times more, man. So it was of your mind to go against the Lord when you was into the world and doing things of the world. So when you come into this heavenly calling, all right, you seek him 10 times more. You go 10 times as harder as you went in the world. You see, because it's easy to go off, man. And you was going off in the world. You was going hard in the world. So go hard for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. But the main point was in verse 25 that what? Shortly will we see the destruction of our enemies. And these things and these prophecies are picking up fast, man. And we're seeing these things come, man. We see the vision, man. We see the prophecies unfolding, man. They're jumping off the pages, man. All right, the scripture said, what? Prudent man foresee the evil, he hideth himself, man. So what? We're hiding ourselves in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So while everybody else is out in the world doing whatever the fuck they want to do, being wicked, having fun, doing solo wit challenges and shit, the men of the Lord are basically making their calling election sure and working and laboring in love and truth to sincerity for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. So with that, I hope that this is edifying. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Natham Mashnaka Bala Haskom Shah Shirala and Wa Shalom, Obel Baki Shah Shirala. Till next time, Shalom.